Yeah, for those of you that might not have seen the post I made, there's a bit of a little investigation going on at the moment in terms of digital altitude and people making complaints about not making money. So the Federal Trade Commission is now doing a bit of an investigation into those claims and just seeing how DA works and all of that sort of stuff. So we should know more on the 15th when their findings are due. So at this stage, you'll probably know someone's background noise is really noisy. Yeah, so at this stage, all we can really do is wait and hope for a positive outcome. I am quite positive that it will be all okay because it's quite normal for companies to get investigated, especially when they're large scale. And like when I worked at the bank, we used to have this sort of stuff happen all the time. And usually it's just a matter of changing policies and stuff like that. So hoping that that's all that's going to be the case here, but obviously it's all speculation and hearsay at this stage. So if you're reading anything on social media, it's best just to ignore it because it's not the facts. So really the point of this call is just to show you guys that we're here, we're being honest and open about everything, and basically I know as much as you guys, so I don't have any extra information other than what we've seen. I know Justin has spoken to Michael and Mary, like Michael Force and Mary D, and Michael Force was sending some messages in our Skype leadership chat last week, but he's deleted all those because obviously he's being told not to communicate anything. Coaches have been told not to continue their coaching calls at the moment, so you'll find that all your coaches are unavailable. Yeah, so everything's just on hold at the moment, which is very interesting. But I guess that's what happens when these things happen. It's a bit backwards to me because in Australia it's you're innocent until proven guilty, but it seems a bit different in America. So we've just got to now wait and see for the outcome, and just see what happens and hope for the best. But I just wanted to keep you guys up to speed with what's going on, and basically just open it up to chat and answer any questions any of you guys might have. So yeah, if you guys want to pop out and just share anything really, like this is just going to be an open call to hear whatever you guys want to talk about. So yeah, open the floor to you guys now if anybody wants to speak.
Yeah, I wanna say something because 1 week from now I'm getting on a plane to Malaysia, which is my first stop around the world. And that is all possible because of digital altitude. So I started with DA last summer, and that opened up all these possibilities for me, and that's why I'm doing what I've been dreaming to do for many, many years. So like in the light of everything, I know that everything is on hold, and we can't really say for sure what's going to happen, but I am so positive because I've seen firsthand how this company has changed people's lives and is still changing people's lives. So the people that I feel are complaining about not making money have always been there from the start. It's people that have not put in the work, that expect to join this company and start marketing and not actually follow through and just expect money to appear in their bank account without putting any work in. So fair enough, the complaints have to be heard, but honestly I think they're based on a load of bullshit, excuse my language. Because honestly, whenever have you, aside from playing the lottery and being really lucky, just earned money that way? You can't just expect money to fall into your bank account without you doing anything for it. So I'm really positive because I know how many people have earned a lot of money, made their dreams come true and are living their dream life because of this. So there's no way that they can counter that. There's not enough complaints in the world to counter all the success. that we've seen so far. So that's just what I wanted to share. And I'm super excited to start my trip. So there's nothing holding me down at the moment.
Yay, one more week for you. That's so exciting. I know, and that's what I said in my, because Christy, the affiliates manager, she sent a message to us to all just share our stories with the guy that's currently doing the holding of DA accounts and stuff. So one of the big things I said is it's not just me whose life has changed, it's like heaps of my members and team members who have quit their jobs and are starting their travels and all this sort of stuff. So we've got so many success stories, and if you join our big calls each week, the ones that Justin hosts, like you'd hear all those amazing success stories each week, and you hear from different people every week. So it's not just one or two people at the top whose lives have changed. It is down the line to hundreds and hundreds and thousands of people. So we've just got to remain positive and know that we are part of a really amazing community. And like, I'm friends with a lot of the top leaders, and the stuff that they're sharing on Facebook is all very positive. And in our leadership chat, it's very positive stuff. So yeah, we've just got to wait it out, and when this all is over, then we'll come out stronger and better than ever, and it will actually be a big positive for us down the line, because if we can say we've overcome something like this, then that's a massive, massive result for us. So it will be a blessing in disguise for future. But yeah, does anybody else have anything, like any questions or concerns? Like, I probably can't answer most questions because I don't know anything more than what I've said. But if you just want to raise anything or share anything, then I just wanted this to be an open forum for you guys to do that, to know that we're still here and I'm not abandoning you or anything.
Okay. Oh, can I ask a question?
Of course.
All right. So when I was looking into some of the investigations, and one thing that I saw was people were like taking out a bunch of loans or like spending their entire life savings to upgrade to like Ascend, Peak, and Apex, and that they were feeling a lot of pressure from their coaches to upgrade right away. And I haven't really had that problem, but I'm like my coaches, like, they haven't really pressured me at all. It's more so been in like the training videos and the steps where like I've seen that pressure to like upgrade right away, like take out loans, do whatever you got to do. I'm wondering, like, has anyone else's, like, any like other people's coaches like been really pushy, like with them to upgrade right away even if they can't afford it?
I think the coaches, they're there to help you see your full potential.
Jade, you covered the mic again, I think.
Yeah, I can hear
it. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, much better. Thank you.
I have that bad habit of putting my hand there. So yeah, like the coaches, their entire role is to coach you to see your full potential and to help you change your life. And they know that the best way to do that is to be positioned. But they also understand that not everybody can do that. And this is why there is the different levels. And like I didn't want to upgrade when I first started. My coach accepted that. He wasn't very happy with me at the time. He was like, you've got all this potential. You're coming from this BDM background and a good income, and you're not investing. So like, he knew I had the funding to do it. So he just basically said, you're making a mistake. And I still did my own thing. And you've all heard my story, and I regret doing it that way because I did pass up a lot of commissions. So I just like to emphasize that to people, because there is a lot of potential on the table that you can be missing out on if you have the potential to do it. If you don't have the means to do it, then a coach isn't going to push you. The whole business is about helping people. It's not about putting people in these bad situations. And at the end of the day, it's your decision. So I whilst my coach said to me, He gave me all the facts, he gave me all the numbers, and I made the decision not to upgrade. That was my choice. It's not, a coach can't force you to do something. So the people that are making these complaints, they've just got to take responsibility for themselves because they made that choice. Like you said, Jay, you made the choice not to upgrade either, and other people have done the same, and you're not forced into, nobody can take your hand and force you into doing something you don't want to do. So
yeah, like, I know my plan now is that, you know, assuming everything does work out and we can go back to business after the 15th, like my plan is to just save up a bunch of money from my Rise sales and like use that to upgrade, because, you know, I've maxed 3 credit cards. Like I want to like get more, have to like get more loans and debt. Like that makes me really uncomfortable. And a lot of the complaints I've been seeing have people who, you know, have stuff like that, you know, loans and all the upgrade money.
is that my internet, or did you cut out a bit towards the end there?
I think someone else's sound is on, and that's why it's cutting out.
Yeah, where is that noisy?
I think might be Maribel. Could you mute yourself?
Can't mute her. I think it was Isaac because I've muted him now. Yeah, you cut out towards the end there, Jay.
Okay, yeah, no problem. I can repeat that. I mean, do you guys do you guys like think that's a good idea to just, you know, save up money from my Rise sales and then use that to upgrade, or?
That's the way I did it. So
Okay.
I did it too. I mean, my coach was really nice, and I think most coaches are there to get that personal connection with you as well. That's why everyone at the beginning has get to know you conversation and stuff like that, because everyone's situation is different. There is people that start with DA that have tons and tons of money in savings. Those are very lucky people that are in for a really good ride. But, you know, the best thing about DA is that people with low funds can get started and work their way up. And that's why the levels are so great. But it is the coach's responsibility as well to let you know that if you choose to stay at a low level, you might, you know, miss out on commissions like Jade did, for example. They're there to sketch the full picture. And in the end, like Jade said, it is up to you. Like, you're the one that needs to have faith, that needs to work on your mindset and make sure you put in the work. And if you give up after like a month or two, and if you haven't seen results yet, and you give up after 2 months after investing all of that, then obviously you're going to feel pressure, you know, because like, oh, I've invested all this money, but after a month or two, I'm still not seeing anything. Well, obviously you have to keep going, because that, like, honestly, with everything that you're taught and all the extra training that we give as well, it's like impossible not to succeed. It's just that people have expectations when it comes to their timelines, and it doesn't work that way. Everyone has their own timeline and everyone has their own story, and you need to not give up. And the people that are making the complaints are the people that gave up, or that are not able to follow the training, or whatever the reason is, they're looking to blame someone else besides themselves. But we all know, the people that are succeeding, we all know that the success lies within yourself.
Exactly.
And if something isn't working, it's not the fault of the training, it's not the fault of the tools, it's not the fault of the team. It's literally just, you have to take a really long, good look at yourself. And I feel that these people are just not doing it. So, but when it comes to coaches, every coach is different. Some coaches are like, you know, just maybe have less social people skills, in that sense that they come across a little bit more pushy when someone is more sensitive with stuff like that. It can always happen, but that's why people are also allowed to switch coaches. And there's just so many flexible options within DA. So if a coach does not suit you, you can ask for another one. You can have a chat with your coach, but in the end, you need to be able to know what's good for you. So I knew at the beginning I didn't want to go further than Rise at the start. So I told my coach that, and that was the end of it. Like Jade said, nobody can force your hand. You're the one that has your credit card details. You're the one that makes the decision. So in the end, it is your own responsibility. You get all the facts, all the knowledge, but you make the decision. And it's a personal one. No one else can do it for you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for that.
No
And
worries.
yeah, I do plan to, like I do plan to like invest in Ascend like ASAP. Like that's gonna be like my first big purchase, once I do start doing well. So I mean I want to get there like as quickly as I can. I don't want to take out like another credit card or more loans because I feel like I've done too much already.
And that makes total sense. And that was the position I was in as well. I didn't want to get a loan when I was quitting my job. So, and my coach understood that. So then like the coaches aren't, they can't force you to do something. They're going to give you the facts. They're going to tell you what they think is best because they see this every day, and they see people like me who then come back to them and go, oh, okay, I wish I listened to you. So they just share that because that's their experience, and they've got these extra years of experience. So their whole duty is to try and help you avoid making the same mistakes. But obviously if you aren't at that level where you can do it, then they can't force you to do it. So yeah, like the people that say that they've been forced into it or that they've done this stuff, it was all their choice. And at the end of the day, it's always your choice. Nobody can make you do something you don't want to do. So, and working up from Rise is a perfect option, especially with our team training, because we have so much stuff that you can scale. And you'll see as you're going through it that our strategies are really good for beginners because you don't have to put all this money into traffic and all of that sort of stuff. So you can really master your skills and build your brand. And it's lifelong skills that will transfer into anything. So these Instagram skills and Facebook branding and all that sort of stuff that we teach you, it's stuff that's going to stick with you for life. So just follow that training and get your marketing ready and you're good to go. And you can be in that same position where you're upgrading in a few months.
Right. Perfect. And I look forward to that, assuming everything does work out the way it should.
Yes, we've all just, at least it's only 2 more days. It's the waiting to find out what's happening that's really frustrating, because I don't have answers to people's questions and I hate not having answers. I just want to know.
Is there a possibility, or do you know, is there a possibility that, this might go on longer than the 15th, or on the 15th, are we going to get like a definite yes or no?
I think the 15th is when the FTC report is due. So they're doing the investigation and then they've got to report on their findings and what they recommend. So we'll know on the 15th what the future is. Whether it takes more time for stuff to be implemented, I don't know. Because I don't really understand how the FTC even works, because it's very different in Australia. So I'm just going by what I've been told. I just know that the report is due on the 15th, and that's as much as I know so far. Like, all the coaches have been instructed not to communicate anything until that date, or Michael and Mary have basically just been replying to messages, but just saying like, all is good, they're working on it. They can't really be open about anything at this stage. So it's just a waiting game, really.
Yeah, well, hopefully everything will be back to normal on the 15th. If it ends up like taking longer, like if it takes like another month or so for like things to get back to normal, like that would be really shitty.
It would be. Yeah, I honestly don't have the answers right now. Justin and myself and the leaders in our team are working on backup plans if it does draw out longer. Like, when we're gonna do something to help the team, because we know there's lots of people that this is our full-time income, so we need something. So yeah, we're just looking at all options, but we don't want to open other options up until we know what's going on with DA, because obviously DA is our first priority, and we don't want people to lose focus from it if it's all going to be okay. So we're just taking it as it comes and waiting to see what happens. But yeah, you've joined this team, and this team isn't gonna just suddenly say, okay, that's it. We're here for you. So that's why I wanted to do calls as normal, because I didn't want you guys to think that we're just suddenly breaking apart or anything. Like, we're gonna stay strong and hope it all works for the best. But if not, we'll make things work. That's what entrepreneurs do. We face obstacles and we make things work. So we're gonna come up with solutions. We're not gonna let this drag us down.
Okay.
Anybody else got anything they wanna say?
Thanks for sharing all that, Jade.
Yeah,
and I totally appreciate all the transparency and everything. And that's what we're all trying to do for you guys. Sorry, I've had my video off. Anyways, but Jay, what you were talking about, I can chime in terms of like upgrading, and yeah, like how the coaches obviously can't force you to do anything, and all they can do is make you aware of what your choices are. So obviously some people just expected to wake up and have like 6 figures in their bank account, which is just unrealistic. That's not realistic for anybody, you know? So in terms of that, like, I mean, like what I did, like my coach told me, made me aware, and I saw the value in it. So what I did, I had a credit card and I used travel points. So it was a win-win for me. So I put it on my credit card and I've made back my investment now. So it's worth it, obviously. But like using my credit card that has travel points, like that was my choice. Nobody forced me to do that. Nobody, like my coach didn't tell me you have to do this. Like he just told me what my options were. And then I went from there, you know? So people, I guess, get upset when they aren't like making money right overnight, but that's not realistic, I think. So in terms of that, yeah. But
and I think that one big thing people are forgetting as well is you're not actually paying to make money. You're paying to purchase training. So the Rise product is your training and education. Ascend is a retreat. Peak is a retreat. Apex is a retreat. If they've gone on all these events, then they've got the product. The making money is a byproduct of implementing all the lessons you've been taught from purchasing these products. So people just aren't really taking responsibility for what they've actually purchased and aren't thinking about the bigger picture. They're just going off they're just complaining about the one focus, which is making money, which if that's all your focus is, then usually you're not going to make money, because you need to be focusing on a bigger picture of why you started. And this is why we talk so much about mindset and really knowing your why for being here, because if you've got a strong reason, then that's going to push you to keep doing it and keep working on it. If you're just here to make money, then that's when things tend to not work out. So yeah, that's all. I just thought of that as Michelle was speaking.
And then I have one more question about the like Ascend, Peak, and Apex products, because like I know that they're all like retreat packages. Once you purchase the product, does that get you like, if you want to like go to the retreat multiple times, do you have to purchase it again each time, or?
So the purchase of the product gets you to one event and it's 2 people. The actual cost of the event ticket isn't the full cost of the product. So then if you want to go to events down the track, there's a discounted price you pay each year. So it's not the full price again and again and again.
Okay. And then are the like Ascend, Peak, and Apex events, do they have one of those every year?
Yeah. So I'm really looking forward to the Ascend and Peak events this year. So I'm crossing my fingers that everything goes well, because I'm really, really excited. The events look amazing.
I know. I'm excited to go to San Diego for the like marketing one in March, if that's still going on.
Even those events themselves are amazing. They're so good and so packed full of value. Yeah, they really are really good. So hopefully it'll all be done and sorted by then, and that can go ahead.
Yeah, that'd be sad if that event got canceled.
It would be. Yeah. Does anybody else have anything they want to ask or add?
But yeah, in the meantime, I feel like we're all here to support each other, and we're all going to continue being there for each other, and we'll make it work, whatever happens. And I know in the States it's so difficult when it comes to court cases, because you're right, Jade, like we don't know, and all we can do is wait. So I know it's frustrating, but we're in it together.
And then has anyone else like had like friends or family tell you like, dude, get out of this, like this is a scam, like as soon as they heard the news? Like, has anyone been dealing with like backlash from like, their friends and family after the news broke? Or
I haven't bothered telling my family because I don't want to deal with it. The only person I've told is my boyfriend, because obviously when I first heard the news, I was a little bit scared and concerned, and like anyone's initial reaction would be, I just wanted to talk to someone. So I came straight, like lucky he wasn't working on the Friday when I found out, so I came straight over here and we just sat and did nothing all day. But yeah, like he's been supportive. I'm just not gonna, I don't see the point of opening up a can of worms with my family until we know an outcome, because it could just, if it all goes well, then I can say, see, it's all good. But I just don't see a reason to open that can of worms with them.
Well, in my case, it was, people who like they like saw the news on social media, and then like they told me like, oh my God, Jay, did you hear about this? Like DA's getting shut down. And like, the people who have like, been telling me like, oh, it's a scam, you need to get out. Like they like heard about it in the news, not from me. So yeah, it's like,
I guess like anything, if they're looking for that sort of news, they're going to see it. Like I didn't even see anything on social media until I started looking for it, because people told me about the people that were posting all the bad stuff. And honestly, the people that are posting and this is why I said to stay away from the rumors on social media, because the people that are posting this stuff all over social media are people that did DA, went out and badmouthed it and started their own products, and they're using this as a way to recruit people into their own businesses. So they're preying on the fact that people are scared, and that it's just horrible marketing, and you see it all the time. Like they just live for this like they'll call it a scandal, and they'll message you and say, oh, what are you doing now, are you still with DA? And they'll try and pitch you into their products, and it's just such a sucky form of marketing. And unfortunately they're out there and we can't stop them. But that's why I wanted to be open with the team, because I don't want you hearing it secondhand or third hand from all the rumors that are on social media, because none of them know the truth either. All they know is the same information we know, and they're just causing fear to try and bring it down further. Like they don't know anything really. So yeah, it's just not a nice situation, and you can't change the way people are going to react. But I don't know if anyone follows Polina, I can't say her surname, the Russian Polina and Mike. She's in Digital Altitude. She's one of the leaders, and she wrote this really good post the other day about how oh, what was it? People are bees and people are flies. And she said the bees will always react to situations in a positive way and go to the flowers and keep, like, they'll attract the good people to them, and then the flies will buzz around and share all these rumors and attract all the bad stuff to them. So I obviously didn't explain that really well, but she wrote it in a really nice way, and it was like a really good depiction of what's going on right now, because like she was obviously talking about this situation. You could tell that's what she was talking about, and you just have to look at people's social media to see what type of person they are and how they react in situations like this. If you're going to go out and spread rumors and cause drama and cause fear, then is that really the type of person you want to be working with anyway, if you know that they're just going to feed off the negatives and feed off the drama? I avoid that, and that's why it's not in my news feed, because I've only surrounded myself with the positive people and the people that are loyal and they don't just jump ship because they've heard something bad is happening. They're there still supporting and doing the right thing by their teams and the company and themselves. So they're being honest and true. And that's what I've seen.
Yeah, I completely agree with you, Jade, in that aspect. I mean, people will find whatever they want to find, and that's how rumors go around as well. Like, nobody knows anything, so whatever people say at this point is their rumors. So all we can do is just wait, and it's going to be your choice whether you want to like search for things, and which I haven't even done. Like, I would never go out searching for something, because whatever you see, it's no outcome has been determined yet. So whatever you're reading about, it's pure, like, it's somebody's thoughts. So
yeah.
I just wanted to quickly say something. I can talk now, Jade. Hi. Without coughing. I had the flu so bad. I'm at my son's dorm in Nelson, BC, surrounded by mountain and snow. So I'm in a dorm environment right now while he's out with his friends. I just wanted to say there's a lot of people, a group that really love to thrive on negativity and drama, as Jade was saying, and it's so true. But if you stay in that positive mindset, DA has done so much for so many people, not just financially, but making themselves individually better by changing their mindset. It's about being strong, about being positive, about fighting for what you want. And it's helped me so much starting out, being a single mom and everything, and being sick. If it wasn't for Jade and you guys, the whole team and all that, I probably would still be sick. But just having any positivity instead of watching the news on TV or watching and reading negative things is what you choose to live by and what to see and feed your, eyes, your mind, your body and soul. If you keep it positive, of course, being realistic, you're going to have negativity, but to have your surroundings more, taking in all the positive internally makes so much of a difference in your life. And being a martial artist too, it's all body, mind, and soul. It makes such a difference in your life. And I just wanted to add that because, Jade, as I always say, you're my angel. You've helped me so much. Thank you. And hi, Michelle, number one.
Oh, thank you. That was so lovely. And yeah, like that's what this is about. To me, it's always been about the people and the positivity of this team. And I love doing this, and I want to be here continuing to do this with you guys for years to come. So I assume that the FTC has to take all of that stuff into consideration. We've all sent our testimonials to the guy, and mine was a big thing about the people and the community and how much this has changed my life. I was on the brink of depression, and I found a way to quit my job and start helping people, and it's completely changed everything for me. So it wasn't just about making money for me either. It was about living life the way I want to live it, and that's how much that's what DA has done for me, and that's what DA has done for many, many people. It's given us an avenue to live the life the way we want to live, and value ourselves and value people and help people. And there's just so many positive stories out there. So I agree with everything you just said, Michelle, and I love that. And I'm so glad you're feeling better. I really missed having you on the calls. But yeah, I don't have anything else to say unless anybody else has anything they want to say. Pop out if you want to. But yeah, I hope this cold has just helped ease you guys a little bit. I know it's a tough time for everyone, and we've just got to stay positive. Like, that's all I can really say. I wish I knew more, and I'm just waiting for Thursday or Friday, whatever day the 15th is. I assume it'll be the 16th here when we get any news. So yeah, just got to wait a few more days, keep reading those positive books and watching those positive videos, and just sharing those with the team. Know that we're all still here to help and work with each other. And yeah.
And feel free to reach out to any of us if you guys are feeling doubtful, or if you just want to chat about whatever, just reach out to us. We don't mind.
Yeah, I've literally, all I've done the last few days is just be on Messenger all day, every day, not every day, all day. But yeah, it's literally all I've done, because I'm like, oh, there's no need to really market right now. So I'm just focusing on helping people to stay positive. So if you need a chat, then just send me a message. I will reply.
Only thing I'm sad about is that next week I probably won't be able to get on the call unless the Wi-Fi at the plane is really, really good. Because then I would be on the call from a plane, which would be freaking awesome. But I don't know how that's going to work out.
Oh, that would be amazing. I've never
That would be so good.
I
I did pay extra to get like Wi-Fi on my 11-hour flight. So fingers crossed.
That's so cool. I've never actually used Wi-Fi on a plane yet.
I was like, it's 11 hours and my mom is already freaking out. So I just need to let her know every 5 minutes, like, I'm still flying. I'm still flying. Still flying. So,
yeah, right. Like, I'm still alive.
Like, the plane hasn't gone lost, you know?
Yeah.
Which
Oh, that'll be exciting.
I have to, like, I'm flying from Amsterdam to Helsinki, and then I'm flying to Singapore before Kuala Lumpur. So the first two I think are with Finnair, and then with Jetstar from Singapore.
Nice.
Yeah. Hopefully everything will go very smoothly.
I've heard Finnair is really good.
Yeah, no, they're supposedly very good. It's Jetstar I'm worried about.
Jetstar sucks, but if you're on a short flight, it's not too bad.
Yeah, it's short. It's just that I'm trying to get hold of their customer service just to clarify a few things, and it's not easy. But
they should have an online chat service, but no, the worst thing about Jetstar is that they only have like a set number of planes. If things go wrong, they don't have replacement planes to keep flights going.
Well, if I get stranded, I do have someone that lives in Singapore, so it's gonna be fine.
That's good.
I'm prepared for everything, kind of.
That's really good. I'd say, I don't know, it just seems to be Bali is probably the worst because of the volcanoes. So Jetstar don't have flying rights when there's the volcanoes, so they'll just cancel their flights. Whereas if you fly on one of the Asian airlines when all that stuff is going on, they have different rights. So that's why I just don't like Jetstar anymore, because my experiences have always been to Bali, and every time my flights have been delayed or cancelled. So I think.
All right, I'll keep that in mind.
I think
keep that in mind for March. I hope in March to be able to fly over to Bali and see some people.
Use an Asian airline.
I'll remember
that. AirAsia is usually good for that sort of stuff, and it tends to be cheaper than Jetstar anyway. So
Yeah. This was just like a whole deal, so I didn't really pick all the airlines, but figured it out. It'll be fine.
Yeah, no, that will be fine. The only time I've ever had issues was Jetstar to Bali. When they fly within Australia, they're fine. It's just, yeah, because they don't have the extras that the other airlines have. So you're better off flying AirAsia.
Cool. I'll remember that. Noted.
Yes. Yeah. Anybody else have anything?
Well, this is Isaac from California. I'm chiming in for the first time here on this call.
Hello.
So, hello, beautiful people. Um, my thoughts around, everything that's, I guess we're going through right now is this is just a moment where I can just, continue to, stack chips. So when the cloud gets lifted, it's roll in, all in. Because at the end of the day, I mean, once you've experienced like digital marketing, and that's for most folks maybe coming through this, have not seen that area of business models where, it is, learning and applying and putting in what you've been learning. That's the beauty of the product. And I don't know, it's like, I mean, I'm even more, like you say, on the side of like, okay, cool, it's just going to blow over and then we'll be cool, we'll be all good. Because I've been, researching all the different business models to make money online, and coming from a digital marketing background now, like I'm actually going to a co-working space, so I can pop in and just check on my Google Analytics and connect some AdWords and then refine some keywords, which is all things that we're probably going to end up doing as we market our products anyways. And when I CDA, it's just going to be another arm of my digital marketing skill set, because I'll get to apply taught at universities that are being used day in and day out to grow businesses, build wealth, and to take companies from 1 million to 4 million, because why the hell not? So that's just my perspective. And I look forward to when all this, we get all systems are a go, and then I can start working again at an accelerator. It's my metrics for the first part of 2018. So then I can go from 1 month of travel into 3 to 4 months of travel consecutively.
That's awesome. Thank you. I love that perspective. And it's a really good perspective to have. Like these sort of things happen in business, and once you have been around for a while, you understand, and it is something that just happens. And people will do their best to overcome it, and we will always find ways to make things work. So yeah, I really like that little addition to the call, and thank you for joining us. It's nice to see your face. Yeah, does anybody else have anything they want to add? No. All right. Well, I'll probably wrap this up, but I'm glad everyone is feeling positive and stuff. Like that's what we're here for. And yeah, I believe we're still doing our big call at 10 a.m. as well. So I'll probably see most of you on there at 9 p.m. New York time. So in 4 hours, 3 hours. 3 hours. I'm so confused right now. It's because my time, it's like 6:49, so I was thinking like 6 to 10, but it's like 10 to 7, so it's 3 hours. Yeah, anyway, I'll see you guys then. And hopefully we will have some really good news at the end of the week that we can all be sharing and celebrating together. All right. Thanks, guys.
Cool. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Have a lovely day.